Mark, what attracted you to this project in the first place?
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed the first season, so that's always a bonus when you know you're going into something that you've liked. I really enjoyed the character because he's complicated, multi-layered, exactly what you're always looking for when you're trying to find a scene to play. And then the draw of working with Mr. Henry here was too much, and so I had to get involved.
Mark, how was working with Nicole Kidman and the rest of the cast? How was the vibe on this beautiful set?
Well, I came late to the production. They'd all started a few weeks before I did because obviously the character doesn't come in till the end of the first episode. That was a kind of interesting beginning. And Nicole I'd worked with before, so I knew her. And I came to the production knowing that the chemistry, it would be essential that the chemistry worked. But because we had worked together before and she knew of me and me of her, I think it worked fine. It helped that we'd worked together in the past. But yeah, great to be involved, really.
Henry, how would you describe Peter, your character,
Mhm.
and his relationship with his father?
Yeah, in an extreme sort of view, he's a bit of a lovable idiot, to be honest with you. He's such a puppy in terms of yearning for an emotional connection that he kind of throws himself into any relationship. And that really stems from his broken relationship with his father. And that's why he's sort of invited David, his father, and himself to kind of figure things out with Masha, or so he believes. So for me, it was reading through the script and realizing how much fun could be had with a character like this and the physical sort of comedy aspect of it. It's something that I haven't really played in the past.
Have you ever been on a wellness retreat or a meditation retreat or something like that? And if so, how was the experience?
I have actually because I
Really?
was doing a play in London and I was exhausted after about 3 or 4 months of this play. So I actually went to a wellness retreat near Alicante.
Oh,
In
wow.
In
España, in
Spain, yeah,
Spain.
this beautiful
Perfect.
place called Shah. It's called the Shah Wellness Retreat, and you go there. You don't take intoxicating psychedelic drugs, but you do eat very good food,
Oh,
and you get some very good sort of biological assessment. And after a week, I felt like $1 million.
Christine, Victoria is a very unique character. Uh, what do you like the most about playing her? And do you relate to her in any way?
Oh, I relate to her in many ways. For one thing, I raised two daughters, so I'm conversant with what this relationship is and how difficult it could be with a daughter if you are not communicating and the challenges of that. But I in a show that's so much about people's pain and their need for resolution and all, I just love Victoria's sense of humor. I love that she comes in and she just is expecting to have a wonderful time when have her champagne and her spa services, and she's got her boyfriend. And what's the problem?
I was working with Nicole Kidman and the rest of the cast.
Oh my gosh, we all loved each other so much. I know you hear this from other press junkets. Oh, we all got along, but we
Yeah,
were in Germany and Austria,
what
and
city?
we had, there we were in a foreign city, and we really bonded, and we spent long hours on the set. Often you're waiting on everybody, big hearts, great minds, huge talent. It was a combination.
I played a character, Matteo Fadel. He's a young man and he's a lonely boy. He had to grow up lonely because his past is not clear, not beautiful. And at some point, he met with Victoria, and she is like a friend, like even a family to him.
Mm,
So it was a very fun character. He
mm.
can't speak English, well like this. He's a broken English. So that was a very fun character for my life and for my career.
Murray, what was the biggest challenge for you emotionally playing Brian?
Oh, that's a good question. It wasn't that challenging for me to access the kind of anger issues because I think we all have them to a certain extent, and I tend to be a bit of a people pleaser in my life. So what I love about Brian is that I get to play him trying to mask what's going on inside him, um, and then being able to unleash what's going on inside him, and then to sort of explore some of the vulnerability that comes with trying to work through that stuff.
Annie, what can the audience expect from this second chapter of Nine Perfect Strangers?
What can't they expect? I think is the question.
Yeah.
This season starts off in a wild and chaotic fashion, and then just continues to kind of one up itself as the season goes on. The performances are amazing. The cast is just so strong. The crew was so exceptional. It's so beautiful to watch the way it's shot, the settings that we were lucky enough to be shooting in. So it really is like I think people can look forward to some really incredible escapism and some really chaotic, unhinged entertainment.